FedEx, the legendary FedEx. A fucking big one. FedEx hooked it up, man, with the biggest wheel. Holy shit. Welcome to the Zen Zone. Zen Lee here with the biggest, most beautiful wheel ever made. 4,700 watt battery. It's going to give you infinite range. The question you should ask yourself is, where is this wheel going to take you? Where are you going to go with this wheel? Because with this amount of range, and I'm talking, it gets an immense amount of range, and even using torque and power and going up hills. I'm at 40 miles of range and I've used 2 bars of energy. When I'm going slow, I feel like I could get even like a lot better range than that, but I've been torquing up hills, hitting high speeds without pads. As you can see, I have no pads on this wheel. I've been riding it without pads. The pedals are, well, let me take that back. I do have toe pads. I do have toe pads on it. These are my favorite toe pads. They're the most comfortable and ergonomic toe pads that I've ever used. And these pedals are LeaperKim's best pedals. This is one of their best tires too. So LeaperKim has improved the tire, this tubeless big tire. I think it's more of a hybrid sort of tire that has off-road capability. I've been off-roading through gravel, loose gravel with it just fine. Maybe it is not the best, you know, if you're really gonna be doing hardcore off-roading. It's made just by looking at it. The pedals, these are LeaperKim's best pedals. No need to upgrade at all. Sorry, third-party pedal makers. These pedals are perfect. I think they can even be lowered, which I haven't tried. Yeah, it looks like you just lower them down. Oof, I might actually try that, but I feel like the height's perfect for me right now. These are their best toe pads. I've been going 40 miles an hour on with no pads. So I think people are like, oh, that's not too fast. But when you're riding without pads, it's pretty fast. And this wheel is super stable. I love everything about this wheel. It is not perfect, guys. It is not a perfect wheel. I've had issues with it. This is a pre-production wheel. So in the past, I've mentioned that content creators should get wheels for free. We shouldn't have to pay for pre-production wheels, but the vendors know, the manufacturers know that we want the clout. We want that feeling of being the first to ride the wheel, so they know they could get us for a few $1,000. And the amount of feedback we're giving, already I've identified some firmware issues. I was able to capture those issues on camera. So those will be fixed in the production model soon. Which is basically, it was just getting with the acceleration assist, which you need in my opinion. I'm actually not riding it with the acceleration assist right now because it's buggy. That's what I'm having them fix, or have asked them to fix, and they confirmed they were going to fix that in an update because I was able to provide videos of the vibrations. That's the thing, you got to be able to provide good videos, so they clear videos and feedback so they can fix the issue for you guys, so that when you get this wheel, you're not going to have any issues at all. Cross your fingers, knock on wood. You know, no wheel's perfect. Always ride with your safety gear. I need some new safety gear because the Velcro is not sticking good. Knee pads are sliding down. Use discount code ZenZone to get yourself some Grizzly pads, to get yourself an Oryx at oneride.eu. Thank you, OneRide, actually, for hooking it up with this wheel. The improvements, yeah. So the toe pads improved. Their best pedals. I think their biggest motor. Their biggest wheel, their biggest battery. This is such a piece of kit. I'm so thankful that I'm out here because of this wheel. I'm finding new trails. I have more confidence to go out because no range anxiety. I didn't even bring a charger. I've only used 2 bars and I've done 40 miles. I'm gonna go 40 miles, probably more, and I'm gonna be too tired to ride. Like 80 miles on a 120-pound wheel with no pads is quite a workout. I do have some new Grizzly pads coming, which I'm excited to put on. I got both the new kind and the flow ones, which I really like, which is probably what I'll use on this wheel, is the flow pads. This is Vegas, man. This is the side of Vegas you don't see. And there are trails everywhere. And these are the type of trails, like, see, they're not quite single track trails. The single track trails, I've been doing some single track trails on this wheel with no pads. Maybe I'm saying no pads too many times. Anyways, you guys get the point. I think veteran riders know how easy or hard it is to ride without pads. It is difficult. But the toe pads, to be fair, I am riding with pads. I have the toe pads, which are really good for braking. You use a, you just bring your, look at these shoes, guys. Definitely use this. I bought a new pair. The shoes are falling apart. These shoes have seen some times. But you just pull up on the toe pads for braking, and you also pull the bar. So you pull the bar, and you can brake just fine without pads, without braking pads, without acceleration pads. Accelerations, you gotta like get up on your tippy toe, which takes some amount of effort, but man, check out this wheel, check out where we are. All right, the issues with this wheel. We've talked about firmware, which is being fixed. That's the easiest thing to fix. The second issue, which is not gonna be an issue for you guys, thanks to the Russians, because they destroyed their suspension and it was leaking everywhere. So LeaperKim fixed that problem. All the new wheels are gonna have the improved suspension. And then for people like myself that bought the pre-production, they're shipping us out the new suspension rods. It's gonna be easy, quick fix, just put in the new suspension rods. And I probably honestly won't even take these ones out because I'll wait till maybe if they do leak, then I'll replace them. But at least I'll have some extra just in case. My Oryx had the worst problem of them all. We're gonna cut to some footage of me unboxing this. All right. Let's do this. It's calling a friend. The closest you can get to feeling like a kid again during Christmas time is when you gotta do it. It's the closest you can get. There's nothing, no phone, no game that is that brings you back to being a child again more than like a new wheel. Box it, I just lay it on its side, and I don't know if I'm able to film this, but all right. So the unboxing, super easy, barely an inconvenience. Charger, pretty heavy, not too bad. Instruction book with some extra fuses, never had to use those. Unfortunately, I got the Spanish outlet because I got it from one ride. But yeah, and check this out. We got the street tire on there. It's more of a hybrid tire. And I have see, this is more of a hybrid tire. This will be good for off-roading and street. And also, I got this tire, which I'm pretty sure is going to fit. It is a lot bigger, but it looks like there's plenty of space. There's plenty of space there. Still has the red lights on there. They did not take those off, I don't know why. But this tire, right? I think this tire will fit. Whew, it looks a lot bigger actually, but whew, I don't know. I don't know if this tire is gonna fit. All right, well, it's not unlocking. We're turning on. I plug in the charger, nothing happens. You're supposed to hold this for 10 seconds. Nothing happens. Still off. It's a beautiful wheel, but it's not turning on. All right, this may be the first QC issue I've had with a LeaperKim wheel, unless I'm doing something wrong here. I tried both charging ports, nothing's happening. And what happened, but yeah, that is the worst issue of all, and I don't think it's gonna happen to anyone else. LeaperKim has already, they had to send me a new board. I shipped them back my bad board, and they are going to investigate to ensure this does not happen to anyone else. Basically, it was dead on arrival. I think because of shipping, when you're shipping a 120-pound wheel in the air, people are just throwing it around. It probably got damaged in shipping, although it shouldn't. It should be indestructible. When's if you crash this wheel, is it gonna be dead after that? That's the question, right? So the issues, firmware being fixed, suspension being fixed, dead on arrival, being looked at. I don't think it's gonna be an issue for anyone else. I think I was just unlucky. The suspension is not my favorite part of it. Off-roading, no issues. When I'm going off a curb, it feels a bit clunky. I don't like that. I haven't adjusted it all. This is out of the box. So I could probably make some adjustments, which I will investigate. But for off-roading and racing and everything, it's perfect where it is. I don't need to make adjustments. It's only when I'm like going off curbs, it's like kunk, kunk, which I just don't like any sort of sounds, and it doesn't feel as nice as I would like it to. Not as nice as my Lynx or Sherman L or Patent S, the suspension I've gotten used to. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this wheel, this big, beautiful wheel. This big, beautiful wheel, not to be confused with the big, beautiful bill. This is not a political wheel, although it is making a statement. That statement is, you will go on some mad adventures. Oh, the question I think I'm getting most. Can it be a racing wheel? Can it be a racing wheel? 100% I think it can be right now. The only caveat, well, let me say, against the 168 volt wheels on a track like the Tef1 track where I raced my Sherman L and I was keeping up with the ET Maxes, I got second place in my first heat, second place in I got second place in my first heat, second place in my second heat, and then I was ranked 4th in the finals, and then I crashed, pedal scraped, it was dark, blah, blah, blah. This is better than the Sherman L for that circuit. Zen Lee would stomp Zen Lee's butt on the Oryx versus the Sherman L by a large margin. And I was like doing really well on the Sherman L. So it's so much easier to lower these pedals if I needed to. So if I was like, oh, I'm going to start scraping, easy to raise them back up with the Sherman L is a bit more work. Yeah, this wheel, I love this wheel. This is my favorite wheel. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you say every wheel is your favorite wheel. No. This is my favorite wheel. And you have to take into account technology. Wouldn't you say the new, what Android are we on, or the new iPhone? The newest one is going to be better than the old one. That's how technology works. It's going to be, so because it's better, it's likely going to be your favorite, right? Because it's a better phone. It's the same with these wheels. LeaperKim is making improvements, huge improvements, more range, more power, more voltage, better pedals, better tire, better suspension. I'm still on the fence on that one. Supposedly it's better. Most people think it's better. And for off-roading and everything, it's great. It's just, like I'm saying, it feels a bit clunky going off curbs. And maybe with the new suspension rods I'm getting, maybe that will fix the problem. So as a race wheel, I think it can do really well. The caveat is I bought the new 210 volt race wheel, which is Bagode's next level of wheel, which probably will be hands down the best race wheel on any circuit, small or big, but it remains to be seen. For now, and that big tire, I love having the ergonomics on it, or that extra bit of space to manipulate. It's easier to sit, and man, I'm ready to keep riding it right now. So we're gonna hope you enjoy. Any likes, comments, shares really help me out. Discount code ZenZone at eWheels if you're in the US. Big shout out to OneRide.eu, discount code ZenZone. My discount code ZenZone at OneRide is the biggest discount, 5% off, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. And OneRide has the best warranty. Even though it's a LeaperKim wheel, you still want that warranty, man, because maybe it will come dead on arrival and you don't want to do all the board swapping, which was pretty easy to be honest. But man, I was on the phone with the OneRide tech support when I was doing the swap to make sure I did everything right. OneRide has the best tech with the best support, man. I can't stress that enough. Even with this amazing wheel, badass, amazing wheel, the Oryx, you still want a good warranty. OneRide will take care of you. And then Grizzly pads, which I have coming, new Grizzly pads, discount code ZenZone. Check them out. I am going to be putting a lot of miles on this wheel. It is my favorite wheel
I've never felt so inspired since like my early days of riding to get out there and ride, because I now have a wheel that fits me perfectly. I really want to race it. I was talking to Roger about going to Apple Valley. I was like, man, I just want to go to Apple Valley and run the track all day. And he's like, yeah, but it's not going to be that good of a racing wheel. And it's like, honestly, even if it's not, I just want to go out there and run some laps. I enjoy riding this wheel. It is a super fun wheel to ride for my body type. Maybe it's not the right wheel for you. I'm 5'9", I weigh about 160. I'm trying to get my weight up even more. This wheel, I don't even notice the weight so much when I'm riding it. Even without a full pad setup, I'm right now making this video. I'm not that exhausted. I want to go out riding again. It is an amazing wheel. A lot of content to come. Again, your likes and your comments mean everything to me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, you know what to do. Stay in the Zen Zone.